Yeah, actually.
Yeah, but it's coming out on the 17th. It's on the second half.
Oh, dang.
I think that's. I was like Concord. I was like, is that the game that got canceled? I had to Google it just to confirm.
That's weird.
Well, that's what's sad is like these animations. I mean, they take so long to
Wait, the
do.
D&D icon, the dude looks like Jaryu.
Oh yeah, there's a
What's
giant
that?
looking motherfucker in there.
Alright,
Talking about
so-
that secret level show.
Oh yeah. So it's out now.
Yeah.
The first
Right.
half of episodes are out.
I might try to watch one of them tonight.
They're like 10
They're only
minutes.
10 minutes. Yeah,
So,
you'll
like,
be
you
able
can
to like.
definitely watch one tonight. Watch the D&D one. It's pretty. I just watched it just now. It's pretty cool.
Only 10 minutes. That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, that's weak.
I know, but it's the war. It's the Love
Weak.
Death Robot team. Like
Yeah,
they
it's the
just
same
do short
thing.
stuff.
Yeah, their stuff's always pretty.
Oh,
short,
okay. I do like their stuff.
It is like
Yeah.
the one I watched. It was like top tier animation, so I could see why that would be a problem to do for a whole
But
whole show.
What even that shit wasn't that show always like 30 to 45 minutes? I forget.
No, there were shorter clips.
I was expecting Star Wars Visions like length.
I wish it was like place a vote once like the full season comes out, and then we'll work on a series on the like the top rated fucking story that y'all pick or some shit. That'd be dope.
Yep.
I think everyone probably picked D&D. Well, Warhammer probably have a lot of votes too.
I was gonna say Warhammer is pretty dedicated. following.
Warhammer is a really good episode too. If you're only gonna watch like two, I would say D&D and Warhammer.
I mean, you're 10 minutes. I'm probably just gonna watch all of them.
No, yeah, they're good. Is everyone here?
Do we have everyone?
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing.
Oh, David didn't cancel on us last minute.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Me?
What?
Rock your body.
Yeah.
Our prep song for D&D.
Yeah.
We're all doing the choreo, right? We all know it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Turn the cameras on.
Wait, y'all are doing it? What?
Yeah, I'm happy
Yeah,
we
it's
can
pretty
ride
fun.
tonight though, dude. Because I'm like, I am out the next 3 weeks. I was like, oh shit, if we don't play tonight, I'm not gonna know where the fuck we are.
Yeah, we're entering that time of year, so no one feel bad if these next couple weeks are a bit difficult to put together. So I'll still check in each week. I'm gonna probably count. Let's look at the calendar here. Christmas
I mean,
Eve
it's
is
gonna
probably
be-
out.
Yeah,
And then New
Christmas
Year's Eve.
and New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that's
I'm
actually a
both
little-
those are canceled.
little rough for your boys.
Yeah.
The 2 Eves back to back. So we'll just go ahead and nix those. But I'll send a message out on.
Yeah, the 2 Eves. That is crazy.
Yeah, isn't it? That's weird.
Yeah, if y'all want
Um,
to play next week, definitely do it, man. I know for a fact I'm gonna be like I'm flying that day, so
Sure. Yeah. No worries there. Yeah, I'll send a message out for the 17th, and we'll see. But for the other two, I won't even send something out because they're the
Did anyone-
Eves.
Does anyone know already, like, if they can or can't on the 17th? Like anybody
Good
else?
question. I know I can.
I
So.
can.
I can.
I'll be good.
I'm good. I should be good.
I
nice.
can.
Especially know we're gonna miss the next two after that. So-
Yeah, keep me informed, guys.
Nope.
Yeah,
fuck you.
we'll we'll
Check out the YouTube.
we'll keep you in the loop for those then, and then we'll go on our holiday break.
Make a bunch of Aslos
Good, man.
without you.
Yeah, nice, dude. I come back and my guys, Nazlos is just dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he
we've
just
been
stayed
carrying
limp,
your
dude.
body around with us, just in case.
It was really weird.
That's
Aslos just stayed
hold on.
limp.
He just stayed like.
Yeah,
Last
we were gonna
person
take
I
you with
thought
us,
was
but you
Saint
said
Lamb.
like move on. You said leave you behind for some reason.
After the 78th stab in your throat, you still told David that you still wanted to stay limp because they still hadn't hit your hit point maximum yet.
Came close though, dude. Came close.
He's like, no, I'll hold out. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
I mean, to be fair, after the 70th, I would be pretty convinced they're dead and probably give up. So.
The whole time he's just waiting, playing dead. We're like, oh, he's gone.
That's awesome. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, did I lose y'all?
No.
No, no. You're
We're
good.
just being really quiet.
Yeah, we were trying to see if we could get you to turn it off and on. To
Turn
It
what
didn't
off
work.
and on? Oh, jeez.
Waco, how old are you now? Like 62?
Yeah. Minus math.
I mean,
41.
it does look like
41.
I'm FaceTiming my elder grandparent who's
Yeah,
not
they're
like
like-
actually looking at the camera.
A view of the bowl.
Wait!
I can't see you anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave up on trying to see y'all. Freaking fucking tech system finally got wise to me on Discord. I could be on Forge, no problem, but they finally blocked Discord, assholes.
What the hell?
How long did you get away with using a work laptop to run Discord?
Since we've
Wait,
been working there.
Wait,
Since
you're
yes-
still at
since last-
you're
like,
still at
yeah,
Texas.
since last week.
That is some commitment, dude. I have switched jobs like 6 times.
Like,
since Texas.
Since Tech Systems very first went remote and we started doing this in Discord, from then until now, as of 10 days ago.
Yeah. I mean, I
So, like,
got
4 years, you know, whatever.
No, I got my kid's computer. I'll try to figure it out by next time. I just like having the docking station, right, and multiple screens up. But we'll see.
So sorry.
You should have just convinced Tech Systems to use Discord as a internal chat feature.
I know, right?
You know?
And I'm here on Forge, right? And it's like, why do you block this one? I mean, thank God they didn't, but anyways.
How's Tech Systems doing these days there, Waco?
Oh man, we're like skeleton crew, but we work on we work on good stuff though. I like what I'm working on. I'm working on ConocoPhillips right now, and supposedly we got a new contract coming down the line. It's already signed. They're just hammering out the details. It's supposed to be bigger than Verizon. I don't see how that's possible, but we'll see.
If it's bigger than Verizon, I haven't heard about it.
Right? I mean, how could it? What? You know? And well, it's not just we don't just do telecom, right? So I don't know.
SpaceX.
Yeah, it could be
Oh,
anything.
shit, you got a
GIS related.
3GIS space?
Wow.
We're gonna map all the
Map.
fiber optic
Brutal.
network out there. It's gonna take contract's gonna take like 3 weeks.
Actually,
Good
they're going back to FIM for that, dude. They,
Oh,
3G
God.
they said 3GIS isn't going to work out for that.
Finn
Wow,
is
just tapped in.
space, okay?
As a weird aside, do you think there's any GIS jobs out there for literal space mapping?
I mean, how sick would it be to do GIS for like the moon?
Yeah,
They do have jobs.
That'd
They
be
do
awesome.
hire
They have to,
GIS
right?
people.
I
at
mean, on
SpaceX,
Google Earth, you can
so.
literally drive, like, fly around the moon. So I mean,
Yeah, as I say,
They-
there's somebody
yeah.
doing it.
They hire people at SpaceX and NASA that do GIS. So I would
David-
think.
before
Yes.
you put away your amazing blanket, I like your dinosaur Christmas mushroom blanket.
Thank you. My mother gave this to me, and it is
Wait, mushroom?
as
Yeah,
warm
there's
as
a
it,
mushroom
as
on
it
it.
appears. Bing.
What? I love that.
I don't know why, but there is a
Wild.
mushroom. Thank you very much for noticing. I love Christmas because I get to bring this bad boy out.
Get the bust out of this bad boy.
Can't wear it other
You're
times.
you're freezing, but it's over there in the closet. And you're like, I can't get this at Christmas.
Sorry, I had to step away for a bit. I left a note on my upstairs neighbor's door because it was getting
Uh-oh.
so loud, and
Uh-oh.
I did that a couple hours ago. She
What
just
did you
came and
say?
talked to me about it. I was really nice. I was like, "Hi," because here's the fucking deal. She has. I realized I figured this out. I've been sleuthing because every morning from like 7 to 9, the noises, the bumping, is crazy, and so. I was like, no one moves around for like it's just crazy, and so I
just
got up
getting freaky?
really close to the ceiling, 7 to 9 a.m. I should say. I get really close to the ceiling, and I could
Oh my
hear the
God.
motor, and I was like, this is a fucking Roomba that's going off every morning. And so I left a note, and I was just like, "Hey, like, would super appreciate if you push your Roomba schedule back a couple hours so I could sleep because it's a lot louder than you might realize." And so she just came and talked to me about it. That was scary.
So
I
So
like,
you
I
did
like the
guess correctly
idea
that it's the Roomba?
of David having one of those 90 like little megaphone like spy things, you know, where he's like pointing it up there and listening. He's like,
yeah. I like how his letter. It's like normally I don't hear, but when I put my ear to the ceiling, I hear this.
No.
It really annoys me.
It was crazy loud. I feel kind of bad because she was so nice. I contacted my apartment first, and I was like, "You need to get her to shut up, like whatever's going on."
normally it
And
doesn't
they were
bother
like,
me, but when I put my ear on the ceiling,
and they were like,
Yeah.
record videos of it so we have evidence. And so my phone is just full of videos of this noise.
So funny.
And then
Yeah,
she was really
David,
nice.
I feel you, bro. I literally had to move like apartments. Like I did that a couple months ago because like I had a kid above me would
Oh.
run the whole day,
Those are the
like a
worst.
1-year-old.
Yeah. That's like where I was. I was like, I guess I'm just gonna move because
Yeah.
this is untenable.
that's
like
why we moved
my,
out of our apartment in Harriman. is the
Yeah,
I've
been there,
it's
dude.
so fucking loud.
Now I'm on the top floor and I just do it to everybody else. So
I'm at the top.
Now I have the Roombas.
I have the
All
room,
of
and
the
like
Roombas.
I have a Roomba. I love my little guy, but 7 a.m. just isn't the time for it. Any
Gonna move it till
hoodle.
5 now. Just gonna move it to 5.
Yeah, push it back a couple hours, huh?
Yeah, that's all I asked for.
I thought that's what you wanted.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I took it
let's-
as. When you said take it back, I was like, at 5 in the morning? Like, what do you mean?
No, I guess push it forward.
Better clarify that.
Yeah, cause
Dude,
like
she
when
just
are your working hours?
Seinfeld episode. Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh, that-
it is horrible. Okay. Hopefully that's taken care of now. So let's recap what happened last time. 2 times ago, I guess. I don't think we played last week.
No,
so,
yeah, you guys on this.
We opened a
Oh yeah, my
football.
holiday party. Okay, so what happened last time?
Well, what happened at your holiday party?
Nothing. They're very boring. They're all the company I work for is Japanese, and so everyone I work with are like
a
Japanese
work party,
expats.
I see.
Yeah. And so
Ah.
they discovered like White Santa a couple years ago, and they love it.
You guys didn't
So-
just get wrecked like salarymen do, you know, just like pass out in the street.
They do know how to put it down. They drink like crazy, and I mean it's like kind of fun, but I can't keep up.
What was your white elephant gift that you gave and received?
I gave it three big bars of chocolate, like really big bars of chocolate. No one wanted it.
No one wanted it, dude.
No one
Aw.
stole
Not fat,
it.
because
I
they're
know.
not fat Americans, bro.
Yeah, I know.
The
My
Japanese people
client.
is too sweet.
Exactly. I totally misread the room. It was not popular at all. And what did I get? I think I got like some candles or something.
The one
If I
guy
were to
that did
get
get
that-
it was like Michael Scott, like, hey, do you want to steal this? Do you want to steal this?
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
At
Don't
the
forget,
end.
there's chocolate.
Yeah, no one
you
cared
can
about
still
this. It
steal
was-
it. No one stole it yet. No steals yet. You can still take it.
It's 100% dark chocolate. Yum.
Dude, I just picture David's whole company. They just have to speak in English for him, dude. It's just like they're all at the White Elephant.
It's so funny you say that actually because whenever I remember when I first started, I had to show up to this meeting, and whenever I popped in, everyone was speaking Japanese, and then one of the people switched to English, and he was like, "Alright, so we normally just have this meeting in Japanese, but since you're here now, we'll try to switch over to English." And I was like,
Oh,
"Oh,
wow.
God."
Just for you?
No, dude, should be like, no, I got my subtitles on. I'm good.
I was like, "Oh my God."
That's
David,
crazy.
David just has his Google Translate out there.
So sorry. I find that they respond to my Teams messages so much faster if I pre-translate. So now I just send everything in Japanese.
Nice.
This is
Yeah.
this is incredible, dude. I did not know that you were working.
It's
How
a whole
did you
system.
Get this position, dude. What the
Yeah.
hell?
It's a whole thing.
That's
And
dope.
I have to work
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
kinda
times
cool.
at night for their schedule. But the Roomba, because sometimes I wake up early for their late night meetings. Anyway, what happened last time, guys?
No.
I honestly don't know.
Oh,
we
you
had
set-
a
help you
plateau.
set the scene. You just reached the plateau. You traveled through the waygate. You saw the beautiful plateau in the distance, and you decided to begin exploring.
Yeah, we're gonna kill those guys.
Yeah.
Look, we met the
We're gonna
golden
kill them?
lions.
We were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we are
Yeah.
gonna kill those
Decision.
guys.
Yeah, we're supposed to make a decision about that.
Oh
But
yeah,
I think-
you guys wouldn't let me get.
But I think the decision was that Jaryu is gonna give the one a ceremonial death, and then we give the other guy the option to go back to Von Rieg, or we can just take him here. But they decided to both go out here, right? No, the Von
No,
Rieg
one.
guy
the
wanted to go back.
one. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
guy wants to go back.
Okay.
Only one's a pussy.
Yeah, I
mean,
wish
if
I would have
was
stressed
younger
more
and had the
how
option to get it fixed, I would just get it fixed.
how broken they are. But yeah, y'all discovered some old, not friends, some people you are familiar with.
Frenemies.
And what did you learn of their story?
Basically,
They've
they
had a
came
hard
here
time.
and got fucked by the environment and all of the harsh conditions and animals and everything, and we were like, "You guys suck."
Yeah, not impressed by their performance.
They've been there for a hot minute too.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
4
struggling
months.
really hard. Like one guy died from like not finding food or
Dysentery.
something, or like disease.
Yeah, they lost one to disease,
Oh, yeah,
one to the
Wombo.
Terrafolk, one
Giant spider.
to the giant spider that y'all discovered, and then
Whose
the
piece
last
Got
one.
dropped by the Terrafolk.
Yeah, and you're right. The last one, maybe the most ominous and most kind of related to what y'all do or do not know, is one seems to have been kind of driven mad by Wongo eating one of the other members. Wongo really took out two. Drove one insane and caused him to eat another one of the party members, forcing them to kill him.
Classic.
Yeah, classic.
When that happens.
Hate it when that happens. And so yeah, you kind of learned a little bit about what they had been going through, and you learned that one of them is compromised.
Yeah.
And then the other one is basically
Well,
broke. He
Yeah, ready to death.
He's
done
old.
so.
It's an
Old,
man who's lived his life.
old and broken. He's ready to call it in. Any other clarifications or questions that anyone wants to bring up before we hop in?
Did we talk about the snail? Like that we're in the snail land?
Oh yeah, you found a snail.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
found
like
what
crazy
Unk is
crystal slime.
based
Yeah.
off of.
Yeah. What was it like?
He was big chillin'. He was just
He
chilling.
was
She
chilling.
was just hanging
Yeah.
out, eating some shit, looking at us, and just like,
He was just snailing.
He was just leaving his residue, just living life.
Yeah, just doing snail things. A happy snail. Can admire that. Okay. If there's nothing else, then let's go ahead and hop in.
One of these streams, I'm gonna grab a random kid and turn on my cam so I could join like all the kids. What, Manny, your
What?
father? I am today. Oh.
chill
Oh.
snail cave. See, he was chill.
Manny, are you a father? No, I just kidnapped this child.
He's running Harper for the day.
I just had to do this bit.
Babysitting.
Sus,
Have a bit.
Sus
Just
Rock
for the laugh,
2.0
guys,
was
just for the laugh.
uncool, bro, but he may be cool.
So,
What?
to start this session, I would like to kind of fast forward just a slight bit. Not changing any of the decisions that y'all have made, but instead to just accelerate kind of the pace of the session. We're starting this session at nighttime. And in the... does anyone else hear an echo?
It's waking
Yeah.
up.
Oh, here, let me mute.
I was hearing myself, and I couldn't tell if it was me or not.
You're going crazy.
Take a minute.
Kinda, yeah. Get wongoed.
I'm getting Wago, dude.
In the dark of night, Jar, you are standing outside of the cave, that the Golden Lions have posted up in. Sitting next to you on the ground, looking up at the stars, is the old man of the Golden Lions, their leader, whose name I truthfully don't really remember. It was something like Dutch or something.
Maverick.
Maverick. Yeah, Maverick.
Iceman.
You're sitting outside with Maverick as he's kind of looking up at the stars. The rest of the group is back in the cave working with the younger Golden Lion, whose name I also just can't be bothered to remember. Discussing with him how Caldwell, thank you. How y'all are going to move forward with Caldwell and treat him and move him back. As the two of you are outside alone, Maverick, still looking at the stars, says to you, "So, have you brought many people to death in your time?"
A few. Many.
What's it like? Do you know?
The process or the death?
The death.
Peaceful?
And he continues to look up at the stars as you say this. Well, then I suppose I'm ready. And he stands. Please remember my request. I simply wish to be buried with my sword.
I can make sure it is done.
How do you need me? And he kind of shuffles to maybe like kind of get on his knees. Like this?
No, just lie upon your back and be comfortable.
And he kind of shuffles to then lay on his back, looking again once up at the stars.
I guess I get Relamax out ready for the ritual.
Sure. Yeah, and you bring out the black blade.
Mhm.
Relamax is you can feel the hilt kind of shuddering underneath your grip.
And like it was with the old man from the village that we that I had killed before, like, or
Right.
put to rest
At the very beginning.
I don't actually stab him or anything with Relamax. I just hold the blade, kind of like paralleling his body.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And like rest it down next to the body. Next to
Well,
the matter.
while all this is going on, none of us have thought to like reach out to the Archmage, right?
I have written a letter to give, basically, to someone.
But we can reach out to him via the stones, right?
I don't have the stones. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if he wanted us to contact him once we were in here, but we could.
If he gave us an order not to, I won't. But otherwise, I think we might.
I don't remember if he said that. I'm just saying, like it.
I have a letter that spells everything out. It has the Raven Clan signet on it. Like,
We could also talk to Yokuzo's has a stone, right? We could just talk to
I have a stone as
Yokuzo's.
well.
I just wanted to. I was thinking maybe the Archmage would have a reason to want them alive and could talk them out of killing themselves. I don't know.
Well, we're sending Caldwell back alive. It's just Maverick.
I know, but he was part of the Golden Dragon or Golden Lions.
Jin, you're always talking shit about the Golden Lions.
No, I think he's a piece of shit.
I don't understand this change of heart, bro.
No, it's not a change of heart. I think they might still be useful. That's why I want them alive.
Well, we
Or
already
possible.
tried to talk that dude. We spent enough time earlier, that dude is done.
We don't have to.
He wants this.
It's not a big deal.
We got Maverick.
But I
For
agree, it wouldn't hurt to just someone reach out to Yokizos and just tell him about, like, hey, we got this guy coming. He's compromised. We told him that you'd fix
Yeah,
it.
that definitely needs to happen, right? You just can't send him there. Yeah, you let them know what they're in for.
And back outside, Jaryu, you watch as the kind of black fog from Relimox begins to descend and encompasses the body of Maverick. And like you said, it's not like a death blow or anything like that. Relimox simply consumes.
Yep.
And you watch as the life fades from Maverick's eyes.
Okay. And then after doing that, I wrap them up on whatever I can,
Sure.
and I begin to use my gravedigger shovel to start burying the body.
Love
Dude, I thought you just linked your bunk stick, and I was like, what an ass. You're gonna
And
make
you're
him a
back.
zombie immediately.
I thought about it.
it. And welcome back.
For Jin.
Oh my god.
Right in front of Caldwell.
that is
Hey, we need
hilarious.
reinforcements, you know?
And you begin to dig, Jaryu. And I think that in this moment you would actually find some peace, because in all of the craziness and the chaos and all of the traveling and whatnot that has kind of flipped your life upside down, this actually feels quite familiar and quite simple as you just dig a grave.
Yeah. Sorry, this solemn occasion is marred by a tiny little goblin in my room right now.
Relimox! And you begin to dig.
Yeah, and I give Jin like a little nod of, when I'm done burying him, you can go get the shovel if you want it, or the sword if you want it.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna get in the way. He's dead.
Yeah. The
Let's do that after Caldwell leaves, though.
the deed is done. And whenever you bury him, you do, as you promised, place his golden short sword in between his hands, like a knight is supposed to be buried. As you cover him with the fresh soil, you do get the bonuses of your gravedigger shovel, because you buried a corpse. And you retreat back to the cave, giving Jin a solemn nod, confirming that that Maverick is finished. Back inside of the cave, Caldwell is sitting with the group of you, and as the group of you have the discussion that you had before about how you would proceed with the Archmage, with Yokizos, and the fate of Caldwell, if you will.
And after I get the signal, I'll gesture to Caldwell. It's like, well, your friend has been put to rest. Would you like to say your goodbyes?
Yes, I would actually, if I may have a moment. And he stands up and exits the cave to go
I
outside.
definitely follow him. Something's motherfucker.
I also, escort him.
And he kind of looks over his shoulder at the two of you as the three of you walk outside to his gravesite. And he just kind of stands at the site for a moment. It's nothing special per se. It's just a dirt mound.
I will conjure up a rose and then make it real and put it on the gravesite, just out of respect.
And Caldwell gives you a nod. Thank you. I know you didn't see him in his prime, but he really was a fierce paladin for Aiden.
Would you care to say a few words?
Sure. When I first joined Golden Lines, I was young and inexperienced. I think in some way we all were. Except for you, Maverick. You showed me not only how to be a warrior, not only how to be a fighter, but also how to be a man. So thank you for everything.
So say we all.
And he gives a fervent nod. A warrior's burial. That's exactly what he would have wanted. And then he just kind of turns and goes back to the cave.
I was worried he was gonna try to run and we was gonna kill him.
I look over, kind of guilty, like, I'm good to take it now, right?
Let's just Caldwell's gonna go to Von Rieg and then you can do whatever you want. I just don't want him to walk out here and see that.
I like that thing that Jin is looking at the grave with big eyes, like, hmm?
He can see through it like Loba's
He's not gonna miss it.
passive ability.
Passive.
Yeah.
Loot.
Yeah, there's a gold sword in there.
And the group of you return to the cave as he kind of looks at the rest of you. So, what is my fate now?
I pull out a folded piece of paper that has like a little signet on it or whatever, the Raven Clan. And I'm like, whenever you get there, because you're going through the trees, right? Is that what we're doing, Thunder?
Wait, he's still compromised, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's the whole point.
Okay, yeah. Shouldn't we reach out to let the Archmage know that we're gonna send him first to see if he?
Well, we're
Tell-
gonna reach
tell
out to
Yokizos.
Yokizos. We already had this whole conversation, Thunder.
Right.
Right. I was there for that. But yeah,
Yes, that's the plan. But I think it was gonna be in the morning because I don't have it available.
well, the
I haven't
Archmage
focused
isn't even
on
in
that.
Von Rieg anyways. That wouldn't even make sense to reach out to him. He's in the dark.
Alright,
He's in the tower.
So I'm glad we had this discussion.
It's the same
Yeah, so we have
Anyways.
to contact Yokizos. He'll let the Lynx clan know morning time. That's what you're saying, Thunder?
Yeah,
The morning.
he'll have to wait till the morning for sure. But we do have to let the Linked clan know, which is why we're gonna talk to Yakizos at some point, either tonight or tomorrow, up to whoever.
Well, he's about to go
Yeah,
right now, so we probably should just go ahead and reach out and say, hey, we're sending this guy. And then you give this letter to whoever of import that you come across. They'll get it. It'll make its way up to the right spot. So.
And
the
that's
letter,
what I
the letter
reached.
is outlining that we found, like where we found him, that he has been compromised. We're sending him there for treatment, and blah blah blah, all that crap.
And that's when I reach out for my stone and I go, you know, like the same tone of the "What's up?" I grab it and I go, Yakiza.
Okay, Yokizos. You
You hear on the other end, there's like multiple dwarves yelling and shouting back and forth at each other. And Yokizos is sitting in his high judge chair and he's just like holding his head in his hand and he hears that and he's like, oh, thank Jesus. Hey, Thunder. And he's kind of like, hey, Thunder, what's up? Like whispering because they're all yelling and shit.
Yakizas! And I put out the stone in the middle of our huddle for who else wants to like say hi to Yakizos.
Yokizos, what's up? We're in Raptua.
Yokizos!
Yokizos!
Hey, Yokizos.
Hey guys, I'm kind of in like a meeting, but like, what's up?
Oh, okay. We ran into someone compromised, and we're gonna send them over to the Lease clan because that's the only way we could like actually send them really fast through teleport via plants. So be on the lookout, help them out if you can, and we're
Right.
gonna send them with a letter
He's a golden line, by the way. So
if that matters. I don't know.
Wait, that piece of shit organization that was like
Y-
trying
yeah.
to. They were, yeah.
exactly.
Why the fuck you sending him back? I like that Yokizos across the world.
I don't
still
know,
Like,
I
fuck
wanted to
those
kill him.
guys.
Hey,
I-
one of them admit we're significantly better than them, and he just died. So
As Yakizo says that, I reach for my dagger. I'm like, yeah, fuck those guys.
Like, all right. Anyways, I'm here. Like the links. Like the whole clan's here, the clan elders. So like I'll let I don't remember what his name was. What was his name?
Two?
Not Yaren, the
The
Lynx
Lynx
clan.
clan
Remember, they're part of the
Oh,
council now.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck.
Fuck.
It was a cool name.
I like to imagine that all this is actually happening in dialogue.
Yeah. And he's overhearing this, and he's like, he doesn't remember my name.
No, they're all yelling and shit at each other. They don't even notice what I'm doing. I know it's not
And-
Yaren. Yaren's the Raven Clan one.
And in the middle of this conversation, kind of like almost in a meeting, like in a Teams meeting, someone says, "Yokizus, what are your thoughts?"
Yakuza just looks up and then he addresses the Lynx Clan elder. He goes, "Hey, we need to go back to your clan house like now," and then the stone cuts off.
Perfect.
It won't be till 8 hours.
Yeah. Imagine gonna be chilling there.
Oh, because you can't do it until the next day.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you tell Yakuza? No, he's in a meeting.
I mean,
if he wasn't listening.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
He's just gonna be standing there for 8 hours waiting, like just
Yeah.
chilling on the couch, just like, oh
Yep.
my God, dude. When the fuck is
As
this
soon
guy
as the stone cuts, I'm like, all right, I'm going to sleep. Like just so I could like speed run the sleep for me.
Sure.
I go in the cave and I pass out.
Perfect. For the rest of you, do you want to do anything before you begin to head to bed?
I'm gonna go set up alarms around camp.
Okay.
I'm putting my hole out and I'm jumping in, dude.
Perfect.
And I have them as rituals, so I can just spend time casting them.
Okay. Yeah. You take some time.
Put one at the cave entrance, and I put some around the. Just around the area.
Makes sense to me. Would you mind casting alarm for me real quick?
Oh.
Just so I can read the text.
I just accidentally clicked on a link. Closed out of D&D.
That's okay. Anyone else doing anything while he pulls that out?
I thought I did just cast it because I put a template down.
Oh, did you? I don't have the. Oh yeah. Okay, you did. I'll read it from here.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Nothing? Going to bed?
Yeah.
Sleepy time?
Yep.
Alrighty. Sorry, I'm reading this spell. Okay. Perfect. At about maybe 3 or so a.m. Not Yokizos, Paul Bjorn, your alarm goes off.
Which one?
The alarm, I guess in the south, it kind of doesn't matter. But we'll imagine that you maybe have like 4 kind of at each cardinal point prepared. And whenever you awaken from the alarm spell, what does it sound like, by the way?
It's just like annoying.
Perfect.
It's a totally
Yeah, it begins to go off, and as you wake up, you immediately begin to kind of triangulate the position of which one of your alarms it is that was set off, and you can detect that it was the one in the south.
Does anyone else wake up?
I would imagine everyone does.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess it
everyone
says
kind
it's
of.
the sound of a handbell.
So I was actually
Oh.
sleeping outside, watching over the short sword to make sure no one ran off with it.
Perfect. Yeah, and all of you hear the ringing sound of the alarm spell going off. as everyone kind of springs to action. And even Caldwell wakes up and kind of looks around and says, "What is that noise?"
That's an alarm. Something or someone is near us. They've encroached upon our camp.
And he reaches for his sword.
Let's go check it out. I'm still in like my Scrooge nightcap.
Everyone's in their pajama
Yeah, with their
robes.
candle.
And as the group of you extend out from the cave itself into kind of the outer perimeter of the camp, I think probably Jin, you would be the first to see this, but all of you see the perpetrator that that broke the alarm spell, because it's really not taking any measures to be undetected. Staring at the group of you, standing frozen, watching, is a quite large buck, a stag.
I nudge Thunder.
Yeah, Thunder, is that you?
Talk to it.
I reach out my hand and I use my ring of animal influence to cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
I thought you would attack it.
Interesting. Okay.
Why can I link this?
They're not murder hobos?
So weird. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. What do you say to it?
Good morning. Good night. Hello.
You say all of those?
Yeah, because I don't know what time it is. I just woke up.
Oh, okay. And the deer, its ears are straight up. Like I said, it's frozen, looking at you. And as you speak to it, you watch as its little tail kind of twitches, and it flicks one of its ears. It doesn't respond, but its eyes are locked on to you now.
Can I help you?
And as it stares at you, I think that you would maybe, I don't know, you would maybe not realize or not know that it knows it can speak back to you. It's still just staring.
Yeah, I'm looking at my ring to make sure it's even working. I'm like, I'm knocking on it, like I'm shaking my hand, and I'm like, this is supposed to let me speak to animals.
And it's still just watching you. Its ear flicks again.
I flick my ear.
What is it saying, Thunder?
I wild shape into a deer,
And
I say, you could have spoke to me before I did this.
I like the frustration. And two things happen here, Thunder, as you turn into a deer.
And I do want to say that when I turn into a deer, what kind of deer is this in front of me, by the way?
Maybe just like a red deer.
Male, female?
Female. Or male, sorry. Huge. Like 4
Okay.
point.
Huge.
I turned into a bigger deer with one additional antler on both sides. Like, I'm very obviously above him.
I want for you to roll me a perception check as something begins to happen.
It eats you.
It was a mimic. What the fuck?
Get wrecked, dude.
You suck, bro.
Damn. Can I use my inspiration?
Yeah, you can.
Does the inspiration allow me to reroll or something?
I believe with the new rules, actually, yes. Before it used to give you advantage, and now I think it lets you reroll.
Okay.
I think.
I clicked on
One of
it
those
and
two.
it went away and it didn't say that I clicked on it.
Yeah, it's just like it's just a animation. You can just roll again. Nice.
Probably good.
Your eyes kind of focus on this deer, and you watch as something begins to happen to it. it's large antlers that are coming up. You can see that kind of like starting at the base and slowly kind of swirling around upwards. Runes are becoming carved into its antlers, into the bone. And it takes you a moment, but you would realize that over a few moments of looking at the runes, that these runes are, yeah, exactly like that, are in a language that isn't natural to you. You realize that the runes that are being carved around this deer's antlers in real time are being carved in Druidic. And in Druidic, repeating over and over, is this sentence. And you watch as from the hooves up, the deer is slowly beginning to kind of ash away, like disappear into like kind of trails of light. And after a few moments of all of this, the deer is gone. And if you're proficient in Arcana, I would let you roll an Arcana check.
I'm definitely not.
Can I roll one?
Then you'll have to find someone who is. Yeah, you're there.
Boom.
Ease.
You wow, they're so pretty. It's like that. Yes.
I'm obviously the bigger one, obviously.
Did my
You
roll
would-
go through?
Yeah, I don't see the roll.
Yeah,
You rolled an 18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I rolled a 19.
But I just see the pictures of that crazy pointing
Yeah.
stag.
Alright, it was 19 plus 11. So.
Okay, yeah. You
Barely.
realize, kind of a wash of realization overcomes you, Halbjorn, as you realize that the deer that was standing there was a familiar.
It's a poltergeist? No, not that. Patronus? I said poltergeist.
Poltergeist? I was like, what?
Expecto! Yeah. Alright, that was a familiar, guys. The fuck?
I've never seen one of those before.
They have Inkblot, whatever, Mrs. Hawthorne.
Mrs. Hawthorne.
Shit.
Does that mean somebody's
It's called-
watching us?
Yes.
Fox now?
Do y'all see the translation as well or no?
No.
No, what did it say?
It said, it's in my blood and it's in my veins. Which makes sense because blood is in the veins.
So basically now
Excellent.
we know somebody's watching us.
Is he saying he's compromised?
Well, we know
Okay,
the guy's
look at its eyes.
No, the stag.
No, the stag.
It's in my blood and it's in my
Well, the
veins.
stag was a familiar, so that.
Yeah, it's like a celestial or a fae. It's fine. It can't be compromised.
Then what is he saying in my blood, in my...
Maybe whoever's sending the familiar has it in his blood. Maybe he's compromised.
It repeated itself 4 times as well.
Yes.
It's in my blood and it's in my veins.
Yeah, maybe
It's in my
whoever sent
blood
that
and it's in my veins.
knows that he's compromised.
Okay,
All I think about are the wildlings because of the stag.
But I don't think it wouldn't be a
My
1T or anything like that, because to send a stag familiar, that doesn't make sense for a 1T.
I'm sad too, by the way.
That would be like
Thunder.
a snake or some shit if we saw it.
So do you think we should look for whoever's familiar that is?
Probably. I think that, yeah.
Thunder, how many times can you send someone to Von Ree? With your tree?
Why are you on me, David? That particular
In the
ability.
chat, just saying it.
I can do it. Sorry, I'm looking for the spell because I don't have it prepared. It's 6 levels. I can cast it 6th, 7th, and 8th. I could cast it 3 times. But it's a port that stays open for like a second, so whoever wants to go through it can go through it if it's the same destination. If that makes sense.
Yeah, just make sure.
Yep.
We didn't have to save it or anything. Okay, well, Halbjorn, do you have a way of finding where?
No, I got nothing. I don't have a way of finding it. Let's see.
Was there an update? Because like some of my spells have carrot menus, like drop downs.
There was an update.
Interesting.
I mean, I can
Okay.
cast my familiar and have it go look, but
So
Might as well
did
just-
D&D Beyond buy into Foundry or something? Because I've been getting
Mhm.
advertised.
Wizards
It
of the
did.
Coast did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
So
integrated.
what exactly did they buy? Did they buy all of Foundry?
No, they basically purchased Foundry purchased a license with D&D, which is how like how the new player's handbook is like in Foundry, and we can reference it there. That's part of that licensing agreement.
I see.
Yeah, there are also like smaller things that you'll see like in your character sheets and whatnot, that come from that, but largely it's that D&D content beyond like the free material can now be hosted in Foundry, which is super nice. Like for all of y'all's character creation, with anyone that did something new, like I just imported Rogue, imported Thief, when before I would have to like make each feature
From
because
scratch.
yeah, because it's not allowed to be in there technically.
So like the templates have been
Right.
added. That's cool.
All we can do is just go start looking. Whoever it is wants to be found, they're gonna come find us again and lead us to him.
You think if I conjured a fae, they would have the ability to track down a familiar like path?
Yeah, but
that like-
he just disappeared, so he's not even in this realm at this moment. Like that's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would not be able to
Not the guy, whoever. Yeah, but the Fae itself. the familiar.
I flicked the bell, David.
I'm with. Oh shit. As he's saying that, I'm like, I'm with Yokizos. He'll find us.
As soon as I hear like he's not even on this
Call
plane,
Bjorn.
I flicked the bell.
Okay. You flick the bell. Ding 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 ding.
Still not on that plane either, though.
And
No, yeah, but Thunder,
and as and the group of you shift over, all of you, to the ethereal plane.
Ooh.
Thunder, warning. You gotta like give us a warning, man.
And when
Is
you
Caldwell
do
still with
so,
us? He hasn't left, has he?
who? Caldwell?
Caldwell, yeah.
No, he's still here.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure he doesn't he's not freaking out or
Mhm.
you know.
Yeah, I mean he's like kind of grabbing to the edge of the cave as this happens, because he's unsure what's going on. But when you do this, Thunder, you see several things. You see, kind of at the edge of the forest line here, watching you and kind of peering from the edge of the woods, several Chingwas that are standing there. And in between all of them, you see the two deep black eyes of the same owl-like creature that had been watching you before, still watching you. You also see, standing in front of the cave, a much like healthier looking but ethereal Maverick.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's where
Nani?
souls go. I forgot for the transition.
But
Hey, Maverick.
you don't see
Oh, hey.
anything else. And Maverick kind of turns his head to look at the group of you, a little
Jen's
perplexed.
holding the short sword.
Hey,
man.
I'm assuming Caldwell's with us. Is he with us? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Is he waiting for the
And-
ferryman?
And he kind of looks in shock at Maverick. Maverick, is that you? And Maverick kind of shakes his head. I don't understand. How are you here in front of me?
Chingwa Bell.
We're not supposed to be here.
Thunder, do you respond to Fio's request?
What was that? What was that, Vio?
Oh no, that was more of an explanation. You don't need to read
Oh,
it. I was just
oh.
saying the Chingwa Bell. Those Chingwa guys gave us a bell, or gave him a bell. And I point to Thunder.
I walk up to or attempt to walk up to the owl.
And I'll share a picture again with the group of you. Like a slow walk up, I'm imagining.
Yeah,
A sprint up to a full speed.
I tackled him.
And
Do we all
yeah,
see the bird too, or is it just Manny?
yeah, I think that all of you would be able to now that you're in this plane.
Oh,
I mean, the chink was like him, so can't think this is a bad guy. Yeah, keep walking
Yeah.
towards him. Just you. I'll stay back.
And you approach the creature,
Oh,
and it doesn't run from you.
I say, good morning, good night, hello. But I still don't know what time it is.
It's the deep of night for sure. Okay. Yeah, and perhaps to your surprise, and kind of a soft, almost like cooing sound, the owl replies to you. Good morning.
How you feeling?
The owl creature looks past you, Thunder, to Jen. I feel present. How do you feel?
Look around.
yeah. Is
Feel
it
like-
speaking to everyone, like out loud?
Not out loud, more in your heads.
Okay.
Feeling pretty present.
I kind of like step forward. Why are you following our druid?
I wish to help.
How?
And the owl-like creature, kind of unblinkingly looks between the group of all of you. I have been asked by my master to watch you, to follow you. You are searching for those who have died, yes?
Look over at
Mm.
Thunder.
Anyone specifically?
Well, I'm gonna look at him and say, maybe, but who is your master? Why would he tell you to watch us?
And the when all of you are talking, the Chingwas are kind of jingling their bells back and forth. Like I think Fail, you pointed out, the Chingwas and this strange creature seem to be on good terms in some respect. And the little owl-like creature takes a step forward. My master has knowledge of such things. He has seen you struggle and can help you.
Whoa, you mean Caldwell? Because we're not struggling over here.
Why does your master wish to help us?
And the little owl creature kind of cocks its head. They once knew who you're searching for. In life.
Well,
I can
then,
show
would you
you.
be able to take us there? Yes.
And immediately upon saying that, the little owl creature rushes into the forest.
I'm just running after.
Yeah, I was gonna say before.
Yeah, like
Oh,
how fast did it go?
I mean, it's going fast for it, but it's also pretty small. It's like kind of like chasing like a dog, I would say. Not like a full sprint dog, but like a dog that's just kind of beginning to walk off.
I have my
I'm
weapon
definitely-
out at this point, but I'm following.
I'm definitely going, and while Aslos was talking, while they're having their conversation, like I give the Tingwa some good berries, and then as it runs out, I'm running after it, and as I pass Maverick, I put some good berries in his hand as well,
What
and
time
I'm
is it?
chasing after.
I'm deep in night.
It's probably like
3.
3 or 4 a.m.
So did we get long rest?
I'll give you a long rest, sure.
Okay, Manny, let's just send Caldwell now before we go run off and do this shit.
For real.
Okay.
Just send him real quick, like right now.
Okay.
Just send him now. Just send him now.
Jeez, God, do it, idiot!
Just do it.
Okay. So I'm imagining us as we're running out to chase the owl into the forest. My hands are on what's his name? Not Max, not Maverick. What is that?
Caldwell.
Yeah, Caldwell. And as we're entering the forest, the first tree we're gonna run into, I flick the bell, I cast transport via plants, I push him through that tree that goes to the Lynx clan, and then I flick the bell again, and I'm continuing to run after the owl.
Dude, amazing.
Awesome. You hear him kind of cry out, "Wait, I have a question!" And then you shove him through.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
We have bigger shit to fry. Just get out of here.
And
And
I make a dash for the gravesite.
So Jen, you rush to the gravesite and just begin to pull it apart with your hands. And as you dig a bit like a dog, you
Oh my God.
find Caldwell's, Maverick's
Mavericks.
dead body that is slowly beginning to kind of gray, and in his hands is the beautiful golden short sword.
I imagine Maverick watched the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
100%.
he's just in the ethereal plane
100%.
watching all this, and he kind of rushes over to you and is yelling at you, but can't physically interact with you as
yelling
you, as you dig through, and you grab that short sword, Jin, and you run.
Got it.
And I will put it in your inventory.
Hell yeah.
I imagine we're all like in a long line. Like I'm like right behind the owl, like, and I have somebody not that far behind me, and then,
I'll be right behind Aslos. Make sure
Right.
he's not.
Yeah,
running
and
off by
the
himself.
group of you
Flying
all
over the group.
run one after another. You quickly pull out your broom and hop on, and everyone's just kind of rushing into the woods following this creature. And as you rush into the woods, I want you to remember you're still in the ethereal plane, so everything still has that kind of translucent, ghostly feel to it.
Do we see the tree in the distance still?
Yes, 100%, overlooking everything. The massive tree. And as the group of you are running, I would like for anyone that's proficient to roll me a nature check. Nature or survival.
Wonder who that would be.
That's a no for me, dog. Why is your dice crappy now, Manny? What happened?
Why is it pink? What the fuck?
Yeah, why
It used to be. These
It's
are
adorable, dude. You look so cute.
These aren't your leopard
I was
friends.
confused earlier. I was like, why are they pink?
That's why.
Yeah, they were
Oh,
leopard.
because
dude.
you're rolling as Manny. Remember when we made you the new profile?
Oh my god,
Oh,
you fucked me,
yeah.
David.
No.
No.
Yikes, dude.
Beautiful.
Dude, that's why you're
beautiful.
rolling terrible. You're not using Thunder.
Yeah,
dice.
I'm rolling as Manny. Fuck.
Yeah.
I like how Thunder's available to log in and you just ignored it.
Is
saw
it
his
really?
name.
Yes, I just went and looked. That's
Because I saw my name. I was like, yeah, that's me.
I'm Manny.
I'm Manny.
And
I'm Manny.
the group of you follow this this small creature. Ventus, you and Aslos would begin to realize that the forest is changing far too rapidly for the distance that you're running. It almost feels like, in a way, that the group of you are running on like a like an escalator of sorts, in that the biome surrounding you is beginning to very rapidly change for not a lot of distance ran. Something magical is happening here, because once again the group of you descend deep into the throes of the Raptuan jungle, You are, after several minutes, surrounded by tall ferns and a rainforest canopy. Something that would be impossible if you were still on the material plane, as the group of you are really in the middle of a savanna. And so after maybe 10 minutes or so of chasing this kind of leaping creature into the fern fronds, you are brought to the destination. And you can see in front of you where... see if I like this one more. Yeah. Where the small creature was bringing you to. Deep in the jungle, like I said, almost like a magical jungle. You don't know where you are. You're 10 minutes away, quote unquote, from your camp at the cave, but it's the same kind of biome that you saw hundreds of miles away in the river valley. So I think that for those of you that are proficient in survival and are keeping track of the foliage around you, you would be very confused what you see.
I hate this profile.
And in front of you, kind of sprawling out from the ferns and the trees, is what appears to be almost the remains, the ruins of a very large building. And the small owl-like creature leaps up to the steps in front of you. And you can see that resting at several places on this building, these old ruins, are chinguas that are either kind of sitting around looking. There's probably like a dozen of them or so. And once again, they appear as though they are very comfortable here. There is no feel of fright or of unease from the chinguas, at least. And the small owl-like creature turns to the group of you and says, "I will retrieve my master," and sprints up the steps into the darkness of the temple.
And again, I have my weapon drawn, just kind of stationary, near me. But I mean, I'm not hostile, but
Sure.
I'm a little uneasy.
Yeah.
I'm totally at ease.
Thunder, you didn't notice that we traveled to a totally different biome in a very short distance?
We did?
Yeah, weren't we in a savanna however many minutes ago?
Yeah, and I kind of look at Thunder. I'm like, look around.
We had to teleport to
I
get to
didn't
where we
even
were.
notice.
And as you look
All back in
around,
the jungle.
Thunder, you do begin to realize, holy shit, this is nothing like where we were. The air is hot and heavy and humid, unlike the crisp, kind of flowing air of the savannah. There are no mesas around you, no caves, no stone. It's all just virgin jungle.
I'm questioning why the owl just didn't say follow me 2 months ago.
I would like for you to roll an insight check, Thunder,
Dude,
as you think that to
in-game
yourself.
time, that was 3 days ago.
Oh, yeah.
And you do remember that the owl-like creature said to you something to the effect of, "Follow me to my master."
Damn.
And
You were like, oh, dude, it ran off.
Oh, no, we talked about it, and then we're like, no, we need to do this thing. Something happened.
Something happened.
I
Something
think
got in
we're,
the way.
already doing
But-
something.
But you realize that this creature has been trying to kind of gather your attention for
I felt bad.
a little bit of time.
I feel so bad.
And
I'm already preparing good berries again. For my apology to the master. I'm ready for my gift.
And all of you at once hear out loud, like a spoken voice, speak to you. It's a deep voice that rumbles through the jungle. "Your weapons will not be necessary here. This is a place of learning." And stepping out to the front of this staircase
No.
is a perhaps 7 to 8 foot tall, ghostly incantation of a barn owl.
What's with all the birds?
Hi, who are you?
And the large barn owl kind of cocks his head. It's a beautiful bird. A bit humanoid for a bird. It has large black void eyes that look at the group of you.
Okay.
And
Long tongue.
yeah,
Is this the library?
Essentially, imagine that. And the owl speaks back to you. My name is Deum.
Dale?
Deum.
Oh damn.
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 Oh my god. Deum.
Is he as big as Papa Zoddle or any of the
Yeah,
stork
I would
people?
say comparable, but I think that the storks, the ebris are unique in their height. This is certainly large, but not like the crane folk were.
I apologize for the lateness, and I hold out my hand with the good berries.
And Deum kind of bows slightly. Your gestures are kind, but I require no such thing. And I want for you once again, Thunder, and anyone else who's proficient in insight to roll me a check.
Don't fail me now, Manny.
Albjorn, you're a bit distracted looking at everything around you, the structure around you. But for the rest of you, you would come to a soft realization that based on his appearance, where you found him, and what he just said about food, you realize that he's dead.
Oh shit. Is it because Thunder rang the bell, or we can see him on the physical plane?
Well, you're still in the ethereal
We're
plane.
in the ethereal.
Oh, okay.
plane.
My bad.
No, it's okay. And I like to think that possibly, Jin, I think that that's a good point, as the longer you stay in the ethereal plane, the more familiar it becomes. Because it's not visually beyond kind of just the grayscale blue etherealness of it. It is a perfect representation of the material plane. So you might forget.
I certainly did.
I feel like we have to do what they do in Inception. We have to have like an item that only we know that can't be replicated for us to know from the
Totem?
real plane. Yeah, totem.
And when you come up with this
spin my
idea,
die.
yeah, when you come up with this idea, Thunder, you think of the perfect thing. A good berry.
Yeah.
Well, can't he make a good berry in both planes?
Yeah, but these are like spectrally
Ghost
looking.
berries.
Okay, they are
ghost
different.
berries.
Nice.
I kind of want to look
I
at.
asked.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say. I asked Dan, since he doesn't require food. What assistance does he need?
Yeah, what do you want from us?
I wish to help you.
How?
And Deum kind of turns and begins to walk into the structure as you hear his voice call out, "Please follow me." And you can hear his talons click against the stone as he slowly walks into the large building.
As I pass Chingwas, I'm slowly dropping the good berries to them.
And you can see that each good berry you drop, they slowly come to it like little animals wanting some food. And
Yeah,
as you follow, you can see that the building that you're following Deum into appears to be an archive or library of some sort. There are rows of scroll casings that go up probably 10 feet high. A lot of the walls and the ceilings of this temple have broken down. You can tell that this is an ancient structure, but where there is enough support, the walls have been lined in every nook and cranny with scroll casings. And once Dayam has brought you deep enough into the archive to be able to kind of be surrounded on all sides by a wall, he turns to you. This place is called the Undead Archive. I am its keeper.
So you can tell us where all the trickster gods are, right? Or maybe how to like deal with them or get their assistance.
What I chronicle here is where and when and how every creature has died. And you can see his eyes kind of glisten as his black eyes grow big, slightly bigger. And when they will die.
Whoa.
Every single creature's?
All creatures.
When am I gonna die?
Fuck you, whoever.
Dayam looks at you with his large black eyes that cut into you. Such knowledge is dangerous. Many a man has gone mad knowing.
It could be useful too, right?
And Dayam provides you no answer. Simply looks to you.
I think it could be useful.
What?
My
I asked
assistance-
Dam.
Yes.
Fuck.
I ask, fuck.
What?
What was Waco? What was your character's name? I apologize.
Oliver?
Oliver. Yeah. I test his knowledge and I say, how did Oliver die?
What is his last name?
Fuck.
A silence falls upon
He had a last name for sure.
Shit.
Oliver True Wind. I don't know.
Oliver Bard.
Oliver
Are
Bard.
He
there
might
other
some-
things we can index this with? Like he was part of the Black Dragons at the
Oh,
time?
no, he was the captain of the Swift, right? Or the ship.
Oh yeah.
And when you say that, Dayam looks to you and says, that might be enough information. And he walks to the wall, and with one talon foot on the ground, he reaches up with his other and begins to pull through different scroll casings. You can see that in each of these, like, drawers of sorts, they seem to open everlastingly. The wall might only be a couple feet thick, but the drawer that he's pulling out is 10 feet thick. The sizes don't seem to matter in this magical archive. And he begins to pull through scrolls, plucking them and looking through them, as he takes one out that is particularly yellowed. And he opens it and reads out to you. It appears as though he died in the Wormheart Mine
Oh shit.
in the year 1491.
Cause of death?
And you can see his eyes kind of scrolling through the manuscript.
State wimp.
It appears as though a blunt force trauma. Bludgeoning.
He's right, guys.
Checks out.
Who's this guy?
He used to be part of the Diamond
He was a
Dragons.
legend.
He was.
Part of the Black Dragons.
I think he was a true diamond dragon at heart, though.
God,
Absolutely.
dude.
And I
The
saw,
narrator's voice comes over, is like, yeah, he died. He literally let himself die because he didn't want to be a part of the Black Dragons anymore.
and Halbjorn, I can see that you rolled an insight check. What are you trying to insight from Dayam?
I want to ask him. I'm trying to. I don't know if I'd be able to piece it together with that roll. I don't know, but I was going to ask him if he has information on like when the trickster gods died.
Yeah, I think with that insight check, Halbjorn, you would begin to possibly piece together, like you have an inclination that that's kind of what he's getting at, and perhaps how he could help you.
Go on.
Okay. So like, let's start with like Wongo. What information can you provide us with Wongo?
And you hear from Daem a soft cooing noise, almost like a purr of sorts. Well, that is an interesting question. That he speaks through the coos. Because Wongo is not in my archive.
So that means
Nani?
he hasn't died.
Just like the snail.
And he bows slightly. The rumors of his death have been greatly exaggerated.
But you should know when and how he dies in the future, though, right?
Once again, more cooing.
I don't know what that means. Ventus?
I think he means he likes the question.
Yeah, can I translate the cooing?
Wait, is he cooing or purring? Because I could translate the purrs. You could translate the cooing.
He's not saying anything, Jin. It's just like when thunder purrs.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Wait, why does Thunder
What?
purr?
Can you tell us about Papa Zottle? How did he die?
It means he's happy.
Yes, damn. What did I say as I purred?
And he moves over from the rows that you all are currently at and goes to what appears to be a more well-kept, almost beautiful part of the archive. You would probably put together this as maybe more prestigious creatures that died here, although it's hard to get a grasp for how this is organized due to the magical nature of it. But you see on the wall a stone inscription that is identical to the one of the trickster gods, the mosaic that you saw at Oralunga. The same kind of put together of 9 different scribings depicting the 9 trickster gods, and below them is a single scroll casing. And he grabs the one related to Papa Zottle.
Do we know that just based on like where he grabbed it from?
And the etching of the crane.
Yeah, and we're like,
Because you would essentially see this. Just without the names spelled out for you.
well, I guess I was thinking we killed him, but I guess would it be
No, he was
the
already
first? Yeah, the first time
He
he
was
died,
already
right? Yeah, not
Right,
when we
right.
fought him, right? Yeah.
And he takes the golden filamented scroll and opens it. Papa Zottle, the trickster god of the Ibris, deceased 528. He died from impalement, the breast, and the cutting of his wings.
Ventus is like, ah. No.
Do you
I don't
know
wanna
who
ask-
did that to him?
Archives do not track the perpetrators, only the location, time, and means.
Okay, back
I don't
to
want to
Jen's
ask to be
question. How does Wongo die, and when?
And you watch as Daem, his eyes kind of flick over to Wongo's scroll casing. And for the first time in this conversation, you would feel a sense of unease kind of crawl over the owl. I will be truthful with you. I have never opened this scroll.
Neither have we.
Wongo's reputation precedes him. I'm fearful of what might happen to me.
What could
Should
he
I
do to
read
you?
his
You're already
scroll?
dead.
Yeah, well, can you tell us what you do know about Wongo?
And you watch as his head turns 180 degrees like an owl's might to turn to the group of you, without his body physically turning to face you. As he says in a soft voice, "There are many fates worse than death."
Okay, how about this? How about we read it, and you don't have to look at it?
Nice.
You,
I'm not,
you
I'm
can
not scared of that
definitely
shit.
you can definitely feel a pause from Deum. And he takes a step backwards and pulls his wings to his breast. "If you wish to read the scroll, I will not stop you."
Thank you.
I didn't want to ask earlier
And
to
I
be.
kind of reach out and slowly, like, pull it away. I'm just gonna-
And as you do so, you can see that the manuscript is written on a black parchment.
Okay. We're gonna have other questions about the other ones, but we'll go take a look at this.
And you can see that Deum is honestly quite nervously looking at you now. And he says, almost not as a warning, but more like cautionary, "You should know that I do not write these scrolls. They're given to me.
Who
I
read
do
them?
not." He turns his head on a swivel to look at you. "I do not know."
Well, how do they get to you?
And he gestures to the scroll casing. "They appear here."
Fancy.
"That is why I am apprehensive opening Wongo's casing. Perhaps it was written by him himself as a trap."
Nah, he's not that smart.
Yeah, he just makes people eat each other. He isn't, like, smart.
He's not that many
And-
steps ahead.
And you're holding the black scroll in your hand, Halbjorn.
In my mind, and I don't show this outwardly, I'm like, fuck, do I want to open this?
And I'm nodding you eagerly, like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I am too. You seem like very confident. Like I've never seen Hollywood like super, super
I
intent
just
on something
know, I
like
just
this.
feel like we need this information, so that's trumping my feeling for wanting to do this. If this was like some random demon lord, I'd be like, yeah, let's just avoid that, right? Alright. So I open it up.
And you unfurl the scroll, and you kind of place it down for everyone to look at. And as you unfurl it, there would maybe be a sense of confusion among all of you. Because when you open it to read the information inside, it is completely blank.
He's still alive? No?
Wait, that means nothing kills
No, that's the whole.
It means
Yeah,
there's nothing written, so we don't know how he's gonna die.
maybe he doesn't die.
Maybe he swapped out his scroll to where no one can read it.
Yeah, I think y'all are not giving this Wongo character enough credit. I mean, everybody thinks he's dead, but he's not. Like,
So he never died and never will die? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he was suggesting that maybe Wongo swapped out his
He
scroll.
took
and how
it so
he's
no
gonna
one.
die.
Yeah, no
I
one
mean,
gets
it
to
could
know it.
also be that too, though. I mean, I don't know. We have no idea. It could be that just that he didn't swap shit out.
And
It's either.
when Deum sees this, he kind of shakes his head like this. I don't know what this means.
You've never seen anything like that?
Do you get a lot of visitors here?
And he looks to the Chinguas. A few.
Those rascals.
Did you send the stag to us?
He cocks his head like a bird. A stag. No, I'm unaware of a stag.
You're not the master?
I'm the master of this archive, yes.
Oh, it was the owl that said, "Follow me to my master," right? Not the stag?
Right.
Al,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
I didn't ask this earlier, so in fear that I would be disappointed. But when Dan walked over to a side of the library where it was like more prestigious, in my mind, I was like, "This is where my father's scroll must be."
Interesting. Yeah, I think that thought would fill your mind. Your father is somewhere in this library.
I mean, technically, all of us are somewhere in this library.
Yeah, true.
Except Mongo, apparently.
Except for Wongo.
Watch we open all of our scrolls and they all say, "You will be killed by Wongo."
Dead by Wongo.
Same day.
Tomorrow.
It says 30 minutes into visiting the library, Wongo comes and kills you, and we're like, "How long have we been here?"
Yeah, start sweating.
Yeah,
Shit.
exactly 29 minutes and 59 seconds, and then boom.
You hear monkey noises in the distance. Yeah, so I guess what information is more helpful to us? Is it knowing how they died or knowing when? I guess.
Probably where, right? Because
Yeah, where
that's
they died,
where we're
probably.
gonna
Where they died?
hunt them down. Yeah.
Okay, so can we get the information on the rest of them on where each of these gods have died?
I'm interested also in when, just to see how close in time they all were. How long it took
And
them to take out all the trickster gods.
Yeah, David. Can
Yeah.
take that.
and Deum nods. He says, and you even hear the soft cooing once again. Of course. That is the help I think I can provide you.
He's back to happy, guys.
Hey, why are you helping us anyways? What do you have to gain for us? Finding completing our mission over here.
You don't want food.
And Deum looks to you, Ventus, as he coos, and his big black eyes stare into your soul.
I tried to stare into his.
and I mean, there's a bit of peacefulness in his eyes. They are not judging. They are almost curious with their size as you gaze into them. They're like little buckets of void. And he says in a soft voice, "My entire living life, I was an archivist for the trickster gods. I knew them in life. I served them in life. Until my life, along with theirs, was taken. I know that you wish for their help, and I can help with that help.
Can you answer me this, Deum? Did the person or group or entity that took you down, was it the same one that took all of the trickster gods down?
His cooing stops. As for my own death, I am very aware of who killed me. I can only make assumptions as to who killed the other trickster gods. But my assumption would be that they're the same.
And who killed you?
He swivels his head to look at you, Jen. And as he looks at you, Jen, he then looks upwards at the halls of this once beautiful library. I was killed here by the Wanti in my library.
Those bitches. I give him a nod.
Yeah, that kind of that tracks, right? I mean, that's what the guy told us. Yanti did all this.
It's like Fail in that reverent moment saying, "Yeah, that tracks."
Checks out.
I like nudge Fail, like, what, Fail?
What?
Yeah, it's like that solemn silence of everyone's kind of contemplating what was just said and felt, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, makes sense.
So the scrolls contain a whole person's story, or just
No.
their life in like.
No, just those three things, right? When, where.
What is the other information
Wow.
in this library?
After my death, and many centuries of resentment, I found that I could not truly pass on. I couldn't truly die. I was being held in the ethereal plane for a purpose. After many decades of resentment towards that, I decided to build my library again, with a different purpose. The only source of knowledge that I had access to here on this plane was the knowledge of death. So that's all this library is dedicated to now. The Undead Archives.
I kind of want to check to see if Caldwell pulls through or if he dies.
I mean, right now, Thunder, we could probably just finish getting this list done real quick.
Oh, wait. I've got an idea. Do we know of anyone who we know died but then resurrected? Let's see what their book says.
The Archmage of Ocaria.
Because
Oh,
maybe, being brought back erases the entry. I don't know.
That's a good point. Like if there's like a, it
It's like
shows
that
like
on
an
the way
amendment.
out.
We should see.
Yeah, this seems like secondary stuff, guys. Is all I'm saying. You know.
I know, yeah.
Could be important,
we should-
Fael.
We should see when Felix dies.
I was thinking
Oh,
about that. My neck tightens up.
What about Ripjaw?
might as well look up John too while we're at it. I mean,
Okay, John's already dead. What about Ripjaw though?
In my sword.
Felix is hunting Ripjaw, right? Might be important for us to know when he dies.
And you pull out a blank piece of paper.
Dude, how many people come to this library just taking their scrolls?
Yeah. Damn's like,
Yeah,
I
I-
have like nothing in here. All I have is a couple of trickster gods.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna
Can I
ask
take my
about those
scroll?
too.
What are you going to ask?
I'm gonna ask for Felix the vampire and Ripjaw the air sign.
And you watch as Daeum leaves the current area that he's in. His scrolls aren't contained here. Their scrolls aren't contained here, I should say. And you watch as, after several minutes, he returns with 2 scrolls.
Oh shit.
Which do you wish to see first?
Felix eaten by Demola.
Felix.
Let's go.
Felix destroyed by the diamond dragons.
And you watch as Daeum unfurls that's his scroll and begins to look at it. And he closes the scroll and says to you, kind of not pushingly, but almost like a father would speak to a son. I want to make sure that you understand that the dates, the reasons, the locations contained in these scrolls, they cannot be changed or altered in any way. This is what is.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
well.
not trying to look at mine, so that's fine. I can know what theirs what is.
And he opens the scroll again. Felix Van Meer. The date of his death. 2397.
What year are we in currently?
23.
Way past that.
1451.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
fucking old.
No, he will be old.
He will. He will survive.
He'll be
many, many
very
years.
old.
He's gonna live 1,000 years from now.
Okay.
Should have nipped that
Okay,
something
so-
at the bud.
Oh yeah.
Happy to hear that. So what about Ripjaw?
He closes the scroll and places it back in its casing. And
Yeah,
then
not
he
happy with
opens.
the first one, but it's okay.
Not happy with the first one.
Maybe this one will say 2397 also.
Bummer.
I was gonna say yesterday.
He opens Ripjaw's.
This is how we find out Ripjaw died yesterday.
Talk to
What
the
a-
stone, and yeah, dude, literally talk to Ripjaw's stone, and Felix answers, "Hey guys."
About to become a lich.
And he opens it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1464.
And what do we say today is?
We're 14 something.
1451.
Oh, see.
Oh, we're fine. 13 years.
I'm a
Guys.
Ripjaw's like, hey guys, I'm gonna go on this crazy shit in like the demon underworld, and I don't know if I'm gonna come back. We're like, dude, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Guys, I'm
Just be
I'm
back in 10
significantly
years,
less
and
worried,
you'll be
dude.
alright. You know?
If anything, we need to put him on even more dangerous missions now because he cannot die.
Yeah, wait. Let's get Ripjaw over here right now.
We
Yeah.
get a call from the owl. So you know that timing I gave you, it got moved up.
He said things can't change. The dates can't change.
All right, well, new thing. We're just gonna have Ripjaw come and fight all of Raptua and kill all of the one teams.
He'll be
He's
like,
our
guys,
champion that we send.
it's the craziest thing. This has never happened before. A new scroll appeared for Ripjaw.
Actually, we don't even understand that this is possible, but Ripjaw is somehow gonna die early.
We just broke David's world.
It's all over,
Yeah.
David.
Let's go in.
No,
We
it's-
can't die. We literally can't.
No, well,
Oh, sorry.
well,
right before the
it's-
final
we can
fight, it's
die.
like, wait, there's a 15-year time skip.
Yeah, we can
Ripjaw
read it and
joins
it
us?
says we die tomorrow and it can't change it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to know mine.
Dame, are you able to tell us anything about the totem spirits?
Yo, guys, I have an
Here.
idea. Why don't we all get each other's and privately read it ourselves?
and then later we'll have like a reveal party.
Well, I'll read Fail's.
That's so fucked up.
And then no, I open the one scroll. It's like it's Jin's, and I'm like reading through it. I'm like, guys, what year is it? And then you guys like, oh, it's like 56. And I'm like, nah, never mind, we're
Yeah,
good.
we don't need
No,
to know.
no, you're like-
Blank.
What? You're like, what month specifically though? That's what I need to know.
Yeah, what day of the month is it?
Yeah,
Is it-
And what time? What time, guys? I need to know.
when Ventus reads Fail, he goes, "Oh man!" And Fail's like, "What? Am I gonna die soon?" He's like, "No, not for like 90 years." God damn it! All right, so information on Moa, Shigami. Kuban,
Yes, yes.
Kuban,
This is what I was hoping to help you with.
Papazotl. We know Papazotl and Yang Yang Yang.
Well, you cleared a lot up for us, though. Just so you know, we now have a significantly less burden on our head. So thank you.
Yeah, Ripjaw died in like 13 years. So.
Yeah,
And yeah, so what I want to do is basically what I'm creating markers for y'all, because what this is out of game now, what Deum will be able to provide for y'all is where each of the trickster gods died, so you aren't kind of helplessly exploring this map trying to find trickster god locations, and instead we'll have them on the map knowing where they died. So that's kind of the purpose behind all of this. Mostly so that we can we can keep things moving. So with that said, so y'all can just kind of, I guess, ask me which trickster gods y'all would like to know the location of, and I will mark them on the map.
All of them.
All right, let's do Unk because we're right here.
Yeah.
I assume.
Sure. So, it takes out the scroll. Blah blah blah. I won't go through the fanfare of it all. And
Is there any he won't mark for us?
no, he will mark. He is happy to mark any of them for you, except for Wongo. He can't mark Wongo, because of what y'all just revealed. He doesn't have that info. But let me reveal Unk. Please hold.
We need to be in Malatra to see these.
Yes, this will be on Malatra. And I am currently putting down the marker for Unk, and then I'll reveal the hex that Unk is in. They're black right now, which is like a little hard to see, so next time I can, it's like a little hard to see, so I can color them differently next time. But
I don't see shit.
yeah, just a second. Language Manny.
Sorry, I don't see fuck.
Fuck.
I don't see poop.
Oh, okay, I see that one.
We just get
Yeah.
shit bricks for Christmas. Should be
So
safe.
there's Unk.
And we're here.
Right.
Oh. Fucking open it all.
What the hell?
As
is
he's
that
marking
thing?
them, can I get the dates too?
Yes. Unk was 499.
You tell me there's some random just chills.
499.
Yes.
1,000 years ago, essentially.
Mhm.
Damn.
The one to your old motherfuckers.
And I was watching my mouth. I was referring to the owl.
All right, where's Nang
Got
Nang?
Nang Nang. Yeah, great job,
Got
Thunder.
him.
Thank you. Nang
From here on
Nang.
out, every time Thunder says "damn," he's referring to the owl.
And then could you just put Papazaddle just so we have it on the map?
Yes, I put Papazaddle here.
Oh, okay, see it.
He's strutting his stuff.
Are we putting this in important Malnova?
Pulling up Nang Nang.
Nang nang.
Is right here.
Hey, you're closer than Nang nang.
Where's my boy Elin?
Where's my
Boy.
Where's my boy Moa? Moash.
Okay,
Hmm.
wait. First, do you want the
We're
bunny
talking
or
about
do you
Moa.
want
Do the bunny. Andrew asked for it
Okay.
first.
Demoa Moa. Are they related? Is Moa and Demoa Moa related?
That's how their language works.
I like how now if we
What?
fought Demoa Moa, we would just kick its ass completely because we're like
Yeah.
way
Yeah,
higher
is
level.
Nico gonna have to? Nico's not gonna have to come back and save us now, dude?
He's gonna blow
I
the
mean-
hole.
I mean, can we go back to where we killed it, enter the plane, and then kick his ass again? Remember us?
Remember us, you big
It's just
bitch.
like a big reptile trying to just live his life. He's like, what the fuck is happening?
Murder him in the ethereal plane too. Have
my
fun
boy Shambi?
passing on, bitch.
Everyone who's
Okay.
wrong with the black dragons and diamond dragons will get the red.
and you wanted the Moa next?
Demo
Yeah.
Moa.
Yeah, that's the compilation of the post credits. Once our campaign ends, is just us
It's
going
just a
to all of that.
montage.
Yeah, it's a montage.
Of us going and fucking like killing everyone that's wronged us in the past. We go straight hard back to the Black Dragons.
Yeah.
Alright, we saved the world.
Only the
Fuck all
Ethereal
this
plane.
shit. I'm out.
Ooh, way up there.
Damn.
And we
Who's
probably
left?
shouldn't ask if he's related to the Moa.
Yeah, wait, who is left?
Shigambi.
Yes.
Where's Shigambi at?
Yeah, Obalaka.
Oh, that's your great grandson? Yeah, we killed him.
Shigambi Flutzel. So we got Obalaka and Kubazan left. Oh hell yeah! Look at that!
Oh shit.
Oh, we know where that is.
Oh, Shigambi's here.
It's in the heart of Uptown. That sounds like something you'd hear in like Battlefront 2. Heart of Uptown.
Shogami's in the heart of Uptown.
Yeah. Fight for it.
Wait, do we have Kubazan yet?
No. Let me grab that bad
Oh.
boy.
Lord Vader will not
So we're
be
missing Obalaka and Kubazan. Is that who we're missing? Yeah.
Dude, side note, I listened to some General Grievous history today. Like lore history. He was fucking cool. It was cool
Yeah,
shit.
he's
The movies
badass.
did not do him justice.
Nah, dude.
He was badass in that first animation.
Yeah,
Like
the
in
2003
2003.
Clone Wars.
Oh, the
Yeah.
gender,
Yeah.
the
Ooh,
Jindy Todorowsky one.
Yeah, Gendy.
Yeah.
Whatever his name is.
Okay, what else does he make?
Samurai Jack.
That's what I thought. I was like, it
Samurai
looks
Jack.
just like Samurai Jack
Oh
animation.
my god,
Yep.
look at Kubazan in that. He's chilling in the.
He also does that
palace.
really cool show. If any of you guys have ever watched it, it's
So
called Primal.
Obalaka.
Yeah,
Called
I've seen
what?
that one.
Primal.
Oh yeah, that's just good. I feel like that's a sleeper. I don't think anyone's ever talked about. Like I don't hear anyone talk about that. Primal,
hmm
Heard of it?
like a caveman and a dragon, a dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Yeah, it's great. It's super good. They barely talk at all.
Is it on?
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
there's like
That's
no dialogue.
that's everyone.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Okay, dude, heart of Uptown.
So we have our chaotic, or no, sorry, our lawful neutral boy right next to us.
No, the one right next to us is
It's
lawful
top in the
good.
middle. That's lawful.
Lawful good, you're right. Yeah. Lawful
No,
good,
because
you're
the
right.
middle is neutral.
No,
It's
lawful neutral. Yeah,
it's
lawful neutral. Yeah, it is
okay.
lawful neutral.
Lawful
Yeah,
good.
thought all the top-
Lawful bad would be Kubazan, and lawful good would be Moa.
yeah.
Oh, I thought.
And what's it
Wongo
called when it's
is-
in the
is
middle?
chaotic evil.
Yeah, you're right.
What's
Neutral
it-
good. Good. Neutral good. You got me.
And what's the very middle? Is that neutral?
Neutral.
Like, what's
He said
True neutral.
neutral?
Yeah.
True neutral.
True neutral. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Neutral.
Okay.
Evil.
Hey, Dame, you said you knew all the trickster gods when they were alive. Does that mean you know Wongo too?
And Dam turns to look at you.
He's like, stop asking about Wongo.
Shut the fuck up. And
Your ex or something?
you can hear him start to coo, kind of once again. I did know Wongo in life. Yes.
Can you tell us anything about them or why they're so, I don't know, elusive or strange?
You are very kind to put Wongo in such terms. There are many forces of the jungle. It is an untamely mistress. The trickster gods inhabit and live through each of these different aspects of the jungle. And unfortunately, at its very worst, at its most untamed and least kind, the jungle can be a lethal, damning place. Which means that a trickster god must exist to breathe life into that side of the wilderness. All of that pain, suffering, and dimension, they exist within Wongo incarnate.
Maybe we don't
like-
need Wongo's help, guys. I think we will be fine with 8 Trickster God's help.
Well, when you
We're gonna need something from Wongo. We need the tablet thing.
Isn't that what we got from Maverick?
why would he have
yeah.
Wongos?
Because
I want for y'all to
Wongo-
roll me an insight check.
Oh shit!
Because Wongo made the guy eat the whatever and then
The brain.
the brain.
Halbjorn,
I know.
you remember from what Maverick was describing to y'all. I don't remember who exactly he was telling this to, possibly JRU. But what he described was that he was brought to the World Tree in the ethereal plane, if you remember their story, when it was just Maverick and Caldwell at the edges of the jungle after Wongo had possessed one of their fellow adventurers to eat the brains of another, and they were at their very limit. They were, how they described, saved by grace. And they were brought and teleported through the World Tree, as y'all know now that it can do. And when Maverick was in front of the World Tree, he was given that tablet that he gave to all of you. And what he described gave it to him was a small, kind, and healing bear.
we do need his tablet still.
And we think the bear. Wongo's not a bear, is he?
Well, we don't know.
It looks more like a monkey.
He's a monkey.
He's talking about Ripjaw?
I think Ripjaw would tell us if he was here. You know, I don't think the Archmage would do that to us.
And y'all should be able to see its letter on its tablet.
Yeah, it's Obalaka. Furry looking bear thing, kinda.
Oh, okay. Damn. When you were
Damn.
alive with Wongo, where on Reptua did you know him to live?
Like Ovalak looks like a frog.
I thought so too.
Sorry, damn turns from the sidebar conversation about Obalaka looking like a frog. That was funny.
He's like, right?
He says Wongo was everywhere. The most potent aspect of Wongo is not his physical self, but the idea of him.
I feel like this guy just needs to die. It's like there's a lot of people really scared of him.
Can you describe what he looks like, Dame?
Now we know it doesn't look like a frog.
This tablet isn't really helping us, or this like picture. I point to the picture of Wongo.
He also looks at it and then looks away.
The picture from 100 BC does not look like.
What Dayam does for you is he reveals a part on your map, like draws on it himself. There's a volcano that Wongo is known to possess from time to time. That is my guess at his location. But also, Wongo, as evil and unkind as he is also incredibly vain. If you wish to summon Wongo and provide him an opportunity to torment you, he will come to you.
No.
I vote by you.
No, we're not. No. Mm-mm.
Let's go talk to the one that's close first, and then we can maybe worry about that. Maybe we can have him meet us on top of one of these plateaus, so we can have an epic Super Smash Bros. Battle.
I'm down.
Okay. Well, thanks, Dan.
And
It's gonna be it from us.
and with that, we'll end our session.
Boom.
Hell yeah. Well, that should help speed things along.
Yeah, nice
Yeah.
little side quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question about the map. Like, you said we like ran like far away. Are we still in like this quadrant, or did we like move
Yeah,
away?
you'll still be in this quadrant.
Okay.
More so, this library is pretty much accessible to y'all at any time that you want. You just have to go to the ethereal plane and kind of seek it out a little bit. But it's kind of like if it were a video game and y'all were to look at your map right now, it would show you off the map. Like it's not
It's
not a
round
physical
table hole.
location.
So
Yeah.
is it,
Exactly.
if we want to get back to it, do we just have to like think, or do we just have to follow the owl again? Or
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
Sweet beans.
Sweet.
Cool.
Well, I got to
GG.
And
go-
so yeah, we'll do our oh wait. Kyle, do you want to share your sword?
Oh
Ooh.
yeah, I honestly haven't even looked at it yet. Let me pull it up.
Perfect. Go ahead and link it and we'll read through it together. And I'll change the
Torch
music
of
so we're not-
Aiden. Attunement required from a paladin.
Maverick's laughing.
Got him.
Well, I believe my use magical devices allows me to bypass that requirement.
Actually.
Actually.
This is a good voice.
Maverick, stop laughing. Oh my god.
So what do we got?
Yeah, go ahead and keep reading it.
I gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made by this magic weapon. Additionally, once on each of my turns, I can use one of the following properties if I'm holding the sword. Immediately after I use the attack action to attack with the sword, I can enable one creature within 60 feet to use its reaction to make one weapon. Oh, that is busted as hell. Holy shit.
That's nice.
Immediately after I take a dash action,
bust.
I can make someone else do a dash action
I'm a bust.
or dodge. Dude, that's super sick.
Very nice.
Perfect for someone who's wanting to use cunning action.
Hell yeah, thank you, David. I'm gonna have to put
Yeah,
that on
which
my hot
paladins don't even have, so it's kind of weird.
Yeah, fucking idiots.
What's even weirder is that this actually is a paladin sword. I have no
Really?
idea why they. Yeah, I have no idea why they get it, but
Because they're inspiring their friends to do other shit.
that is true. I think that's the idea. Is that you are it's like a commander's sword.
Yeah, they're like maneuvers. There's maneuvers like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's called Sword of the
Paladin
something.
Bard.
Sword Nimi?
Sword of the Payrons is the actual sword.
And he watched you fully dig it up and take it and could do nothing
And
about
you
it.
can't do anything about it. That's the best part.
And
That's the best part.
is this telling me that it's a +10 to hit? Hold on.
Plus 11 it looks like, because it goes off. Since it's a short sword, it goes off your dex, which is +5. Your proficiency is +5, and it's a +1 short sword. So
Okay, so I rolled a 2, and that's why my attack is 13.
right, it'll be a +11.
Alright, guys. I'm out.
Yeah,
Okay.
things.
Bye.
Good session, David.
Bye, all.
Good night,
Peace out, y'all.
guys.
GG's,
Have a good
guys.
night.